Alright, let's see how bad I broke it today. Let me know if you can all hear me. Hello, folks. Uh-oh, I hear more clicking and sound dropping. It's never gonna go away. Gonna have to buy a new PC. Alright, we're in the game. Let's see, how's the sound in here? Let's see. Oh no, let's find cheaper bullets. A little bit of this.
Hey, quit firing before you shoot something you regret.
Ha!
After that incident with the rat roach meat, I will not be leaving a glowing review.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody comment on just firing rounds into the air like that. Sounds good, thank you very much. Oh man, we got a busy chat today. Let's just grab the names as I see them go by. Anybody baby, hello. I'm Reese, hello. Raven Swift, Phil. Omni, Alexander, hello guys. Nightbot, welcome. You just won't die. Kidak, how's it going?
No one needs my red menace high score.
Yorkshire DB, hello. Far Marine, how's it going? Okay. It's time to continue our plan to spam power plants. And I guess we should start by wiring up this place. We'll let them upgrade. I don't need to do that, but I guess they've earned it. If they're going to be our power center, we'll let them have a little electricity. Guess I gotta find where I put the oh, there it is right there. 240 power on the grid. Very cool. Oh. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? There we go. Just a little place everywhere cheating. That's fine. JJJJ, hello. Salute to you too. Okay, where can we connect this thing? Guess we need a new plot right here. Municipal. Oh, nope, that's commercial. Let's go right here. Hopefully this is close enough to do some daisy chaining. Okay, power pole it is. Alright, good, that one can reach. And then I want this one a little closer to here. Some of those back road conversations are amazing. And that's why humans don't make super mutant hounds as pets. But he had no teeth. Okay, I guess we need another pole over here. I really should set up my Workshop Plus hotkeys. A little copy paste action. Okay, this is wired in. Oh yeah, and then it like incidentally, because pretty much everything's ready to level up. So I think last week I said I wasn't going to do this, but I really like power wires. This is such a satisfying little mini game. Wait, is this a fake? Scav team dispatcher. Okay, yeah, this is something from this plot. Okay, let's see here. Where haven't we chained together yet? You guys are all connected. How about this guy? Alright, and this little guy over here is all by his lonesome. Where can we connect this to? Oh, that was crazy. The whole screen flickered red for a second. Did I wire all these together? Oh, they are thirsty and hungry, and they want defense. We're about to blow up Starlight here with needs. All right, street light it is. Okay. Alright, what is this one going to be? Well, it's going to become power, whatever it was. Overneath, how did you intend for SS2 to even work on Xbox? Because Starlight Drive would crash my Xbox to next week. I mean, my last Xbox playthrough, I was pretty deep into... Oh, no, that's not true. My last one did not. It was the one before that I was pretty deep into SS2, and then they released the next-gen patch, and everything went to hell. But yeah, in general, I mean, Xbox, when you start modding on Xbox, that's like gateway drug to get you to become a PC player. That's kind of the path, because if you want to do like the extreme modding you see folks do on YouTube and stuff, it's PC all the way. Okay, I think we got it all wired up. And now we need more people because we got more work to do. So, back to the Ron, I guess. Actually, do I have any still tracked from last week? We don't. So, let's go back to the Ron here. And already, can I just thank you for the autosave and clone functions workshop plus? I will not play with that anymore. Yeah, the autosave for people who are like hardcore builders, man, that could be a lifesaver, right? Because I remember that happening to me, just getting really into a build and then the game crashing and then being like, oh my god, I gotta redo all that building I did. It's going well. How about you, Shadowzar? How are you? Hey, Dave, how are you going?
You heard about that settlement? Covenant? Nice. Real clean.
Alright, let's find
Hope
the
you didn't
Ron.
run into any trouble getting here. That bridge across the river.
Let's see what Mr. The Ron has for us today. I guess we still want more intelligence because we're just trying to like kit out our power plants. Although at some point we are going to have to shift gears to saving the need, like solving the needs of Starlight, since we're letting everything upgrade now. They're going to start needing power and, food and water defense. Quick question, getting a slight hiccup between transfer on armor workbench disappearing and enabling workbench and workshop framework. It's very rarely. Any thoughts? If an option disappears for an activation, it means that you have too many activation options usually. So it's usually like you'll have too many mods that are trying to inject stuff. So for... if you have like Workshop Plus, for example, we have... I believe we have an option to turn it off. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember where we put this. Is that just under regular options? Okay, yeah, so in Workshop Plus, if you're using Workshop Plus, you have these options here. You can turn these off so that it doesn't have the alternate activations for those things from Workshop Plus, so that way there's one less thing competing for your stuff. But again, if you have a whole bunch of mods adding them, they're going to conflict. What's interesting is that you can have exactly 2, exactly 4, and in some cases you can have 3, but most of the time you can't have 3. So for example, on the settlement workbench, it has 3 generally, and that's fine because it's got like workshop mode, transfer, and then we add manage to it with workshop framework. But some things, if you get to 3, then only 1 will show up, and it won't usually work. So it feels like the thing is broken. It's just like a bug with the UI.
All right. What's the word?
And yeah, I'm someone who gets hyper focused on a build, lost hours before equally being able to clone walls of floors, setters build up the build process tenfold. Yeah, the clone tool is really nice for, especially if you're using a whole bunch of different building mods and you like, oh, I want to just like extend this building, but I have no idea where that piece came from, right? And then, or you know where it came from and it's like, oh, I don't remember what submenu it's going to be, and it's going to be a pain to bury it. So it's nice to be able to just like grab it, clone it.
What kind of attributes you in the market for?
I'm looking for someone.
All right, let's see.
Smart.
What's he got for me? Hey, found
This
another one.
lead should get you what you're looking for.
For Marine, I think PC
Come
can be
back
good, but you
again.
have to admit consoles
Oh,
good security for
yeah.
multiplayer, and I see it like this: Xbox plays for multiplayer and exclusive to PCs for story and mods. I mean, I love console. I still have consoles. I mean, I'm probably done with Xbox. It seems like they have decided that Xbox no longer needs to be. Like they're just like they've given up on the whole console war, so they're not bringing anything unique to the table. But I like playing with a controller. I think console is more relaxed. Like for family gaming, I'm always doing console. I used to play Destiny like crazy on Xbox. So yeah, I love Xbox. I don't care. For me, I never worried about the security aspect of it for multiplayer, but I think it puts me in a more chill mode than PC, where I'm like, this is how I feel when I'm working all day, mouse keyboard in hand. So I like the being in the living room, and that for me is the charm of the console. But for getting into mods, like PC is definitely the way to go. But we try and support it on Xbox, and once they put out a fix for that stupid texture bug, like I'll definitely be trying to resurrect my Xbox playthrough, because I was on a mission to prove that you could play through all of SS2 on Xbox, and if I couldn't, then I was going to make changes to make it so you could. Like that was my game plan. Shadows, are any new updates on World Repop system? It's been a while. Nothing new yet. It's definitely something that I want to make happen though, because I think we're finally getting to the point where the core of SS2 is stable enough where I feel comfortable with that. Whereas we didn't release it initially because I knew it was going to just create a mess with how buggy SS2 could be for some people, and that's why this playthrough exists. Honestly, is we were like, let's go through quest by quest and see if we can fix up some bugs. You have too many workshop mods? There's no such thing. Especially, do you have what's it called? Reg2K put it out. Is it faster workshop mode? Is that what it's called? Anybody remember? There's an F4SE DLL that will speed up workshop mode loading, because the more items you have available in workshop mode, the slower that it goes into workshop mode. And like he came up with a fix for that, which is pretty awesome. Okay, let's find our. Wait, no, we don't want this. Track people. Where's our guy? Sanctuary. Always at Sanctuary. What's the point of the woman in the red? Are you talking about Magnolia? Or are you talking about philosophically, like the woman in the red from the Matrix? Because I don't know of any other woman in red in this game. You can do a full playthrough. I've endured it well with proper attention to what might be happening under the hood. Oh yeah, so you've completed it on Xbox. Yeah, I know you're not the only one, but I had enough people who were like, when Chapter 3 came out, were telling me it was impossible. And I was like, well, let's find out. Maybe it is. But I had always assumed that it was possible because I knew folks like you had told me they had done it. I think HQ is the thing that trips people up the most on Xbox because it's putting so much into one cell that it can stress it out. I honestly think like the biggest thing that we could probably do to help with that space in particular is get rid of all the any light that casts a shadow, because shadow casters are just a killer. Dempsey is only the game in your run. Oh, are you talking about I didn't see her in a red dress, but I know of one character that might be in. Is it Darsenia? Is that what you're talking about, Far Harbor? Because Darsenia is in there for a story moment later. It'll click when you meet a certain character.
Yes. I need to talk to you if you have a moment.
I have time to talk.
Oh, astounding. Yes. Well, I was wondering if you could
It's
use
young,
an amazing
yeah.
robotics engineer around here. Name of Andrew Docker? That's me, by the way.
Sure, why not?
Excellent.
Did any of you guys
Well then,
see?
yes, let's get started.
We'll send him to. Oh, I guess we'll send him Starlight. He's got some brains. We'll send him over. Did any of you guys see Inside Out 2? The guy who voiced Andrew Docker here and a couple other characters did a character. He's a YouTuber, but he did a character in Inside Out 2, and I just like I lost my mind when I heard his voice. What was the character? He was like the video game character that had a terrible power where he could just roll into a ball. What was his name? Hold on, let me try and find it.
Institute synths are impressive. You just use them wrong.
Protect and serve.
Lance/Blade was done by Young, yeah, which was awesome. I talked to my kids at the theater. I'm like, guys, that guy's in Daddy's video game. The kids don't understand what a mod is, so I just tell them this is my video game. David has been in 2 playthroughs. Talk to Jared, CPD, in the first PlayStation while he's using a bench. His voice is still silent until the player character talks. Huh. Yeah, the CPD is on the list of. We're all too terrified to try and fix some of the issues with it because the whole quest line needs to be tinkered with. But it works well enough. Like I've yet to be able to brick myself on it doing these playthroughs because I keep trying whenever we try to do these to be like, all right, is there anything that breaks horribly? And since nothing breaks, I've kind of left it alone. If you've not heard the story about it, is the person who put it together had learned to mod in. Are we getting? I think we're crashing. All right, well then, the person who put it together had learned to mod from Fallout New Vegas, which does things a lot differently, and so a lot of the stuff is a bit difficult to work with because it was kind of ham-fisted in the way that was done, the way it worked in New Vegas, and it generally worked. Hold on, I'm gonna switch you guys to the screen. It generally works, but it's just like operating on it is very difficult because the rest of us are not familiar with how dialogue trees were set up in New Vegas. And the person who did it is, he's still around. I still talk to him. But But yeah, he's doing other things. So, you know, not everybody is interested in getting dirty on with the CK all the time. So we were lucky he put in as much as he did. Can you test that the OG Steam Deck can handle SS2 from Chapter 1 to 3? I could. I have a Steam Deck. I have the OG one, but I think I bought the high-end one because when I read the specs of the other ones, I'm like, well, that's not going to last very long. And so I don't know which one you're talking. If you're talking about like the baseline model or if you bought the one with more memory. But I mean, Steam Deck is not going to be the best place to play mods, I would say. Like that's not a PC. It's still different. So if your goal is to just play with mods, I think you would be wasting money. Oh, CTD is a way of life. If you're gonna play with a bunch of mods, I mean, this is just what happens. All right, I think I got us back up and running here. All right, we're gonna go to Drumlin and walk over there. It's likely that I have a whole bunch of upgrades queued. And so here's the thing with the Workshop Framework. Oh, speaking of which, guys, okay, so Workshop Framework has most of you know, has a fix where as you approach settlements, it will clean up the power grid automatically. So if there's a corruption in it, it'll clean it up. That's usually what causes a crash when you're over to settlement, is there's a bad entry in your power grid. Workshop Framework has the ability to clean it up, but it only works on old gen because we don't have the code for the DLL that was written. It was made by Registrator 2000, who did a bunch of cool stuff. He did HUD framework, MCM for Fallout 4, a whole bunch of stuff. And he and I used to be, we would talk about modding all the time, and he would help me with stuff. And he was really helpful, but he just grew tired of the game, went away. He popped back in briefly after Fallout 76 came out, and he made photo mode for Fallout 4. And I reached out to him and got permission to put what he called power grid tools into Workshop Framework. And this was back, so that would have been when did 76 come out? It's 2018, something like that. And then he disappeared again. And then on a whim, I contacted him when the Fallout 4 Next Gen patch came out, because he poked his head in to see what was going on with all this stuff. And he's like, here, I'll send you the source. And then he just never did. He's disappeared again. So the Next Gen update does not get the power grid fixes automatically. So I reached out to somebody else I know who's pretty good with that kind of stuff, C. Dante, and he's looking into it right now to see if we can get a next-gen update for the power grid fix, so we can get that into next-gen users. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't work for Xbox, but the nice thing is if having all these fixes there, it'll be something like, you know, if Bethesda ever pokes their head out to fix the texture bug, I'm hoping I can use that as a point to, like, reach out to my contacts and be like, hey, since you're fixing bugs, and then send them over the code for the power grid fix. That's my hope. That's my plan. So we'll see how it goes. And if C. Dante can't figure out how to get the power grid fix working on next gen, I'm gonna put out a bounty for it, I think, because it has been too long, and next gen users are suffering. But that, like, see, I got here, no problem now. So it was either a power grid corruption or just an unlucky crash, because that can sometimes happen in Creation Ninja game. You can just crash just because. Dave, I forgot to mention in the interview, the developer from Fallout, he was asked about CK. He said he found it hard to use. I actually went and watched that one. The one you told me about, what was the guy's name? Joshua something or another, and he worked on a bunch of games, and he seemed to be a huge Fallout nut. It was a good interview. Guy seemed like a loss for Bethesda. All right, where is Docker at? Actually, I guess I don't need him, but I want to assign him if I'm not going to do any tasks for him. He's supposed to give me a quest, but it might be one of those ones we have blocked after 24 hours or something. Mr. Docker, where are you? What's the conversation right now? Is it dying or crashing, which is worse? I think it depends on what mood I'm in. Like when I'm streaming, I find dying to be funny. And I think it also depends on how long ago it was I last saved. That also has a big impact on it. Like crashing when I fast travel, I don't mind. Because it's like, alright, well it's saved from right before I fast travel, so all I lost was having to reboot the game. But like crashing mid-combat after grinding through a long dungeon, that's pretty awful. I wonder if Andrew just never made it here yet. Alright, you know what? Since we didn't have to do a quest anyway, and we're gonna need more people. Let's head back to the run. Let's keep going with our head hunting. I'm just curious, is there any time within SS2 where if another mod adds some legendary armor or weapon to a corpse or a living pre-corpse, potentially causing an issue, just so I know to look out for it? I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing, but I could see that being like a general creation engine issue. There are a lot of like, if you talk to old school modders who have been modding since like Oblivion, they will often have like things they won't do, and they'll list like, don't ever do this, because they just know the creation engine so deeply and that there's certain combinations. And that sounds like sounds like the type of thing that may have been in older games but isn't in Fallout. Or maybe it is and I've just not experienced it. Like there was always a dire fear of editing nav mesh from the base game. Because if you had two mods that edited the same section of nav mesh in Skyrim, it would crash the game. In Fallout, it just seems to block their pathing. So it's a little more stable. What am I tripping on though? He's got like a velvet rope.
Oh, yeah! Hey, good to see you again, cool cat. Here to buy or here to sell?
Any idea where I can find someone?
Looking for talent, are we? What kind of attributes you in the market?
We're gonna run him out of intelligence eventually here. Nope, we still got more.
Smart.
Here. This lead should get you what you're looking for.
Nice.
Come back again. Oh yeah.
Oh, we always gotta give him a better. There we go. More passion, more Ron. Oh, Sledge, you know Pascal? Oh, man. Might have to hit you up to help with some X-Edit scripting. That's all in Pascal. You too, Dave. Oh, man, we got some new recruits here. Like, I know how to script and X-Edit. It is just so painful. Just probably because it's so strict. Like, Pascal is so much stricter than the languages I'm used to working with that it can drive me a little batty. Tonight you learned Pascal. Daniel Matthews with Downgrader. I just need unofficial 215, old general place for workshop, and appropriate for C and Bass. Yeah, I mean, some of the mods, some people have saved them with next gen archives, and that will cause problems for you. There'll be weird loading archives. Sometimes it'll crash. Like I had accidentally pushed out the last patch where, and I don't know how it happened because I don't ever load the next gen CK, but apparently its archiver took over my double click. So patch 348, when I originally released it for SS2, some of the archives were in next gen format and it was crashing people's games. So yeah, you would have to make sure that you would want to make sure you're using old gen versions of mods and stuff. It's something I don't even know if a lot of mod authors are aware of. So it has created a very complicated situation in the Fallout 4 modding community, unfortunately. Oh, I love this city. It's so good to come here. Gav, man, you beautiful bastard. This place is so good.
You should know. People have been complaining.
Oh, it's Archibald and Treadwell. Nice.
Good to see you again. I have your special order, somewhere around here. Treadwell, have you seen it?
Archie, we've never been here before.
Oh, my goodness.
She's like stuck over there somewhere.
I'm Archibald. This is Treadwell. We sell the best junk sculptures in the Commonwealth.
Really?
Absolutely. It helps that there's no competition.
I swear, Archie, it's funnier every time you say
Whoa, that's a camera angle.
No mind. I assure you we won't overstay our welcome.
What's the language you needed to get someone so you can make your own supply line stuff for the map? Oh, that's done in a mix of things. A lot of it is done with Flash, like action script. But yeah, that is on my wish list still. I actually know somebody who's really good with Flash, and he did some of our custom HUD work for Watchtower, but he is like pretty burned out on Bethesda right now because he keeps requesting stuff from them so he can do stuff in the VC program for HUD, and they have just denied his requests over and over again. So he's pretty cool to them right now. So I don't want to ask him to come work on SS2 stuff right now while I know he's kind of pissed at them. So I'll have to find somebody else, or wait until he turns a corner with him. Hot Dog 7200 asks, do your audio people have a processing guide for VO? You know what? They have made me one. Let me see if I can find. When I get to a good pause point, Hot Dog, I'll try and find the notes and hook you up. All right. Let's get to a good stopping point here.
Hey.
Where did I leave my... Oh, that's right. I'm wearing it. Art is what you make of it. Like.
Wait a second. I feel like... I wonder if the quest broke because the two of them are separated. This is a problem with this pair.
Easy living,
As they get stuck because Treadwell being so huge.
Hey there.
If you hear of any scrapyards, point the way.
Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go because they should get... Actually, hold on. Did we... Okay, I'm very confused here. The settler thing came up. I don't feel like we got to recruit them.
Got a good head on her chest.
Hold on, let's see if he's a member of this settlement. He is. Okay, he just got added to here, I guess? Or I was just totally... Or I just clicked through really quick and didn't notice... Oh no, Starlight's full! Because of our low charisma build. Okay, we need to go... Alright, what can we do about this? Alright, let's head back to Starlight. I think we can solve this still. Dave, you really need Pascal help. It's been a few years, but I do know the language. It's not that I need it actively. It was kind of a joke because it's a common need in the modding community to need Xedit scripting help. So it was just when I find the rare soul who knows Pascal, it's like, oh, somebody who could possibly help. There is a project I have coming up, but I think it's going to have to be somebody who knows SS2 stuff. So I'll probably hit up Pra, who knows SS2 and Xedit very, very well, as far as like knows the back end of it. But I appreciate the offer. Real Mo AI, Kingath, how was your week? How are you doing? Mo here, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Week was solid so far. Getting a lot of work done. We're starting to expand the KJC team, which is fun. Okay, so let's see. We got 21 people and 23 beds. Okay, cool. I was just checking to see because I was like, how did we get so many people here? If our charisma is so low, but I think it's because I have the, what do you call it, the communications plot, so it's changing our limit to the number of beds we have. But that means I should still be able to send 2 more people. Alright, we'll go try our luck again here. Hopefully we don't crash, bounce between settlements. 29 people is ammonia. Crazy. Also, I asked a few times last week, in your streaming software, is FO4 a combined video and audio or each separate sources? They're combined. They're coming off of an HDMI cable routed through a USB port. Connect occurs to me. I haven't had consistent success with Archibald and Treadwell quests. Because what I remember, they're supposed to. I thought they give you a quest first to get them some junk, and then they join your settlement. But I don't feel like I got such a quest. I felt like the conversation just ended, and usually when that happens with those two, it means that the two of them got too far apart and it broke the scene. So I may need to go check on their quest, which is good. This is this is what we're here to do. We're here to fix bugs. So. Whoa. Hold on, chat just went crazy. Alright, there you guys are again. Let me see if I can find that guide for you, Hot Dog. Hold on a second. I'm going to check our team drive and see if it's got anything on it like that. Because that's definitely been a thing I've asked several times for our team to be like, hey, could you write up some documentation about what you do to help people learn? Because, it was always understood that everybody on the team was kind of transient, right? Like, not everyone's going to work on this project as long as me. Like, I know most people do not have it in them to work on the same thing for 10 plus years. Like, I'm a mutant in that regard. Okay, we're good. All right, just a second. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Trying to remember what I would have to search for this. Let's see if we have a documentation folder that maybe has something in it. Bear with me here, trying to find and see if I still have this documentation around. Because it was one of those things where I was so inept at it, I couldn't really do a tutorial on it for Bethesda Mod School, but I wanted to cover it and I just never got to it before I ended the series because I was overwhelmed with too many things to do. Tutorials, let's see. We have a lot of tutorials. Most of this, though, is very specific to us, as opposed to like something that would be universally useful, so I'm not finding anything yet, but I've definitely had folks write this up, I just can't find it. Okay, so are you talking about, you're looking for help with EQ to like get your voice files sounding like the base game, or are you looking for recording specs? Like, what are you looking for specifically, Hot Dog? Armory, anything in the pipeline for Starfield and Skyrim, or even Fallout 4? For Fallout, I'm trying to work on a patch right now for SS2. Skyrim, we have something pretty meaty that we're working on. Starfield, nothing right now. After Watchtower came out, we put in a few requests to Bethesda of like stuff we would need to make the next thing we want to do. So it is on ice right now. For Starfield, we just do bug fixes. For Watchtower, pretty much. I mean, if somebody finds something, Clarence will fix that too. But so far, it's been mostly bug reports for Watchtower we've worked on. And we still have for Starfield, or for Watchtower in specific, there's a bunch of dialogue that we had to cut because we're out of space. So we're debating internally whether we wait it out for Bethesda to grant our request of increasing the mod limit, or if we just make it a free patch. So we haven't pulled the trigger or anything. If we do any of that, it'll probably be next year though, because we're pretty busy for the rest of this year. Any word when the extra dialogue in HQ head missions will be added to SS2? No, none anytime soon. I think SS2 is largely just me handling it right now. Trying to get KGC to be self-sustaining so that everybody is fed, and then we can work on stuff like SS2. But it is harder than anticipated to raise enough capital to keep a full team going. Games industry is very difficult, it turns out. Who'd have thunk it, right? After all the layoffs and stuff going through. Try feeding the video without audio and a separate audio source. I definitely have to try something, because the audio like cutting in and out is really obnoxious. So yeah, that could be something I could try. But the thing is I have audio cutting out, like even in Discord conversations and stuff. So I honestly think it is something wrong with my PC that I'm using to record, which is very unfortunate, because that's probably something like, I don't know, maybe the drive can't keep up, or there's something skipping. You know, I don't know what. Is it a processor issue? I don't know, because generally the computer runs fine. Like I can do my day-to-day operations. It's just things with audio I'm struggling with on this computer, and I haven't been able to figure out why. Alexander, weren't we promised a King Gath voice actor at some point as well? What happened to that? So that character has been written, but the rest of the project surrounding it is still being written. So it's like it's been kind of stuck in development hell. So you know, I will deliver. I will deliver eventually. And if it doesn't come from that project, I'll have to come up with something different. Like maybe it'll have to be that I have to do something in the next charity mod we do. Hey Eric, how's it going? EQ mostly. Okay, yeah. No, I don't have any documentation handy for that. I had somewhere. I've had someone write up for me, but I have no idea where it ended up. It is not in our team documentation folder, which means likely someone DM'd it to me ages ago, and it is lost to the archives of Discord. But it's funny that sound has become such a huge thing on our team. I've had so many sound engineers work on our stuff that it's just never been something that I've had to worry about. So those guys have just kind of handled it. And like I said, there was a time where I was worried we wouldn't have enough sound engineers now to train somebody new, but that's just has never come to pass. So the documentation, unfortunately, does not exist currently. Alright, so I have no idea where Archibald and Treadwell went. They've may just be lost forever now. Actually, you know what? I can find them with console commands. Hold on, we're gonna try that. So we're gonna go help Archibald for quest. And we're gonna show quest variable this ID. We're gonna go player dot move to 801 FFF6. Oh, what do we got there? Holy cow! Zorheimer, a huge donation. Thank you so much. Here's a tiny contribution to your exceptional work. Keep up the great work. Wow, man, that's amazing. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Omri's audio is so funky. At the moment I have an issue where I can hear the electrical interference from my desk fan because it's plugged into my PC. If I turn it on, I can hear the buzzing spin up like a motor. That's crazy. Like in your headphones? You're something of a sound engineer yourself? Alright. So so when you say if you're a sound engineer and you're looking for tips on it, are you looking for tips on how to do better work in Fallout in particular? Or are you learning the trade right now and just looking for things to improve?
Lost track of how many blisters I
Okay, well I can hear. Oh,
It's a nice day, isn't it?
there's Treadwell.
I can't tell, but I like to think it is.
So where's Archie? Oh, there he is. Alright, let's see if we can get the conversation to go now.
I like working with copper. When it oxidizes, it feels like it's aging with you.
I wonder if I just like clicked through his thing because we were talking at the time and he just got assigned over here. I don't like that I can't send him to Starlight. That is very unfortunate. Alright, then I guess we'll send you to Red Rocket. Alright, let's see if he goes over there. Let's go. We'll jump over there ourselves. Anyone, is there any chance the power tools for fixing the power sources will get fixed for next gen? Oh yeah, I talked about that just a little while ago. I reached out to Sidante to see if that's something he could tackle. He said he'd take a look and see if he's got the bandwidth for it right now. And then if he can't do it, I'm going to put out a bounty to try and attract some of the few folks who know how to do that stuff. Because yeah, I think we're overdue having that fixed for next gen. Mainly higher team process voice. I may have missing a step. It's more art than science. I want to learn your method. Yeah, I mean it's definitely an art over science. I think a lot of our squad has just iterated on it a lot and tried to get closer and closer to where it sounds like it belongs in the base game. But I can ask my audio engineers if any of them would be open to helping me assemble a tutorial at some point. I'm like just now in the last month starting to recoup some of my time to devote to other things besides KGC and my own personal business. So I have not yet found the bandwidth to reboot web series that I would love to, because I loved doing all the web series back when I was doing like regular tutorials and my podcast and all that. That was a lot of fun, but it was just overwhelming trying to keep up with everything. And so now I've only added more to my plate since then. Wait, what do you mean? You do not have components to repair ASAM sensor. How do I not have any ASAM sensors? That's crazy. Alright, let's find somewhere to wait. We need, how about this? Yeah. Alright, we'll wait like 12 hours and see if they show up. Have you seen, Phil, have you seen Sanguine Red's playthrough of Lively's magnum opus WJ? He's ended up with a strong focus on it too, and it's fun and funny to watch. No, I don't know who Sanguine Red is. Can you DM me a link to their channel? Treadwell's broadcast found.
To the vault dweller we previously encountered, good morning, or evening, depending on where you hear this.
Archie, stop.
Ah, that's how this quest plays out. I forgot about this.
Coordinates I sent to your Pip-Boy.
It's just like an introduction at first.
Hey, I could have done it.
Nope, too late. Automated message repeating.
Okay, hold on. Where is this? Nope. Oh, that's right. This is, you gotta activate this, then activate this. Oh, good. They're here. Hey, you made it.
There you are. I hear you find your way to the Commonwealth's more, interesting places. I have a proposal that I think will coincide with your travels. My metallic companion here could not be more wrong. I'm not selling anything, and that's the problem. What good is the Commonwealth's best scrap artist without the most interesting
So this guy right here, Archibald, this is the voice actor who does
I'd need far
Magnuson, Torin, and
talkative
Oldus.
scrap than
He's
my
got
companions.
massive range.
That is, if you're willing to look.
Sure, sounds fun.
Wonderful. Treadwell, my dear, would you be so kind as to provide one of the locations?
Sure, sending one to your Pip-Boy. Just be careful. Don't get killed on our account.
Don't worry, my dear. Our friend is more than capable, I'm sure.
Okay. There it is. That's what I'd been waiting for before. Eric Rush for making the next gen list of fixes. I can't get your companion mod to work to save my life. Interesting. I will have to try that out on, because I have a next gen install that I set up for testing things, and that is definitely something I did not test that on. I had just assumed when I sent it over to a handful of people before I released it that at least one of them would have been on next gen. It's worth it to take a screwdriver, poke at each part of your setup, and listen for interference problems in the headphones, especially if you live in an older house. Huh. Well, what's weird is, like, in general, my audio is fine. Like, I can hear, like, so far the last 15 minutes, I haven't heard any of it. It'll just cut out all of a sudden, is what tends to happen. It'll just be all of a sudden, I get no audio. And you guys should be able to hear it, too. I would assume it's coming through like that, too. It gives me the feel of, like, a hard drive getting stuck for a second on loading. Oh, this is quite the trek over here. Okay. Well, let's go get them their stuff. On the radio, I thought it was Jake's VA for a second, too. I want to work with Tom again on something. Tom is the voice actor who does Jake. He's great. If you look on the next page, you're not the only one. Okay. Well, it's unfortunately next gen has been very low priority lately, but I've had enough people asking me for the workshop framework fix that it is back on my radar. It's weird that the command, like, do the SS2 HUD elements work for you all right, Eric? Because it's the same basic principle, so it's odd that only one that it wouldn't work with that one. All right, this is actually quite the little gunner fortress here we got to go to. They're on to me.
I have not been programmed to fail.
Nice.
You're out of your
Where am I being shot from? Oh, jeez. Dog meat.
Over here.
Oh god. Oh god. Alright, at least the fat man's over. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get hit by like derpy collision here. Oh god, who came behind me? Ooh. I think derpy collision just saved me there, because that like the smoke trail went like right there. I barely got touched. Oh god. And this base is hard to take out. Oh, we find a truck. Yeah, let's at least get this guy dead. Oh, hey buddy. Just talking about you. Blade Killer. Companion says Stance 101 not working at all. What platform are you on? Are you on PC Next Gen? I know you're a PC player, but like, are you on Next Gen or Old Gen? Because I'm on Old Gen and I'm using it right now. You can see it on my screen. And apparently Dogmeat has a stim pack I can take. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice hit, buddy. That corporal's just chilling. Not interested in getting involved. Nope. Now they're taking it apart. Wait, is the AI actually clever enough not to just stay in that same spot? There we go. Payne said this is no go for me on next gen. Alright, so it sounds like that is a universal next gen problem. Again, no idea why. That's going to be an interesting one to try and fix. HUDFrameworks.esp is missing. I wonder if it's something about next. So there's a detection in HUD framework for. So on Xbox it uses .esp, and on PC it uses .esm. So we search for both. Sinister, I use an NG and the command status mod works correctly. Not sure what that means. Yeah, that's really, that makes it extra obnoxious, right? Because if it's universal, then it's like, okay, cool, I'll just load it up into my next gen thing and I'll put a bunch of debug code and I'll figure it out no problem. But there's a chance it'll just work for me. Hooray. Those are the most obnoxious problems. So it could be one of those things where the issue is some combination of mods that just don't play nice together in next gen, and that's why it's not universally a problem. But I have a install of next gen with no mods in it, so I could load it up with that and at least eliminate if it's just next gen is the issue. If I crash again, we'll do that, but hopefully we don't crash again. Not that I don't want to go troubleshoot it, but we're working on SS2 bugs right now. Oh, that's the rest of Captain Bridget. Alright. So the thing we need is over here. Wait a second, where's that? Yeah, so there's one other person. You're the one with the missile launcher. Okay. Well, we went through a lot of trouble for this interesting scrap. Ooh, wait a second. Gwyneth Stout. That might be something we want to hang on to here. Hold on. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. I guess charisma. Go nice with the red dress. Oh, we need to bust it out. Alright, what do we got here? Mildly nuclear material. That is interesting scrap. I remember giving that task out and being like, come up with a bunch of names for mildly interesting scrap items. We had a lot of weird tasks during SS2 development where it was just like, this could be for anybody. Is the command status mod out for Xbox now? I don't remember if I released it for Xbox or not. Let me check. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Hold on. Because the one of the... let me check my Bethesda account. But I was writing the code to make it work, so I remember writing in there that it had to function for... Hold on a second. I have to remember my password. Oh, that was it. Okay. Sure. Update password. Let's see here. Fallout 4. Let's see, did I ever release it on Xbox? You know what, I might not have because I couldn't get it to work on my Xbox. And I wonder if that's related. Yeah, I think I started programming it for Xbox, but I didn't release it yet. So SS2 works fine for you. The HUD elements, like you see, like when I go to workshop mode, you see the resources thing on the right, no problem, and the meters on the left. The Minutemen don't trust this big old.
We really do appreciate it.
So what do we got going on here? Fight about to break out? You guys are starting to run. Oh, they're just catching up to their friends. Okay.
If you hear of any scrapyards, point the way.
Here you go. I'm sure you'll put them to good use.
Exactly what I need. Is that rust? Nah, no matter. I can work with it.
And the payment we promised?
The what? Oh, forgive me. Your caps and your unique artwork, as I promised.
If we spot any more interesting scrap, I'll contact your Pip-Boy directly.
Until next time.
Okay.
Hey, remember me? Got a question for you. Hey, so I have a strange problem, and I'm not sure who to ask for help.
You by yourself out here?
You mean Archibald? That's kind of the root of my problem. I'd do anything for Archie. He's the oldest friend I have. But he kind of has an illness, and I don't know how to fix it.
That doesn't sound good. What is it?
It's nothing physical. Definitely nothing contagious. Archie's mind isn't working like it used to. It's like he's fading, somehow. He forgets things. Little things, mostly, but enough to notice.
How big is the file for companion status? It's like probably 8 megs. It's pretty small.
And that's why I need you to help me fix Archie.
Oh, Canuck beat me to it. It'll be a little bit bigger than that on Xbox because it's not zipped up.
Okay. I'll do my best.
All right. So, 2 places might know more about fixing minds. I'd go to the Diamond City Science Center, but I'm banned for being kind of scary. I'd try the Memory Den, but we don't travel to Good Neighbor anymore. Not since some ghoul named Bobby tried to strip me for parts. If you find anything leading to a cure, please do what you can to track it down. I just want Archie to be himself again.
Sunflower, sundown. All right. All right, let's go try and get a cure here. Actually, and can we send you? Move. Can you go to Starlight? I don't think anybody else can. Might have to start buffing charisma. Okay. Oh, let's activate this quest. Alright, let's head to Good Neighbor. Yeah, well, now that you guys have told, all these people are saying that mod doesn't work on next gen, that's probably why it doesn't work on Xbox too. So hopefully when I can solve, that's actually awesome, because if I can fix it on next gen, then that means it'll work on Xbox, which would be great. You know what? We should buy some bullets while we're here.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and
Later,
death,
Dave.
baby.
Let's see what you have.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
Oh man, I don't like being under 10K. I feel like I'm gonna just rip through all of my money at any moment. Alright, what do we need here? Shotgun shells, 50 cal. And I've always been collecting gamma rounds for the occasional going ham with the old busted artifact rifle. Alright, what else? What do we have to sell? That's so much money. Look at that, 1,200. Get out of here, lady. You're crazy. Yeah, I guess we can sell all these half-used fusion cores. I guess I'm not using plasma. Your property disgusts me.
You step through the gate, you got balls.
You filthy cheater, Phil. Oh, there's like a holotape or something over here. I was like, don't tell me I gotta steal something. That never goes well here. The files we found a pharmacological approach for repairing memory loss seems to be a dead end. Whatever Project Vanilla was, I can't find any reference to who was actually working on it. Okay. Got no time. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I got to do that, Storm Pilgrim. I'm gonna go raid my settlements for money. Let's see. Oh, that's what I need to do at Outpost Ammonia. I installed a taxman there. All right, next we go to DC. Oh, that's cheating too, Amrius. What are you doing? What are you doing?
If you're hungry, you can grab a quick bite of pound noodles. Just talk to the robot.
All right. Oh, man, I haven't been to the Science Center in ages. Okay, yeah, here it is. Mod Hunter. Don't you worry, I got plenty of jet. I'm all stocked up.
Professor, I have a new theory about how the Institute makes the synths.
Oh no. We've been talking about this, remember? After
Team's work on Project Vanilla has been admirable, but the investment has exceeded any expected return. Report to the infectious disease treatment lab on Monday. Effective immediately cease all experiments, destroy all completed samples. Okay, so now we're going to have to go to MedTech.
the shouting, me sleeping on the cold floor of the lab for 3 nights.
Oh, so you're going to make yourself your own like all-star mod, basically. I mean, no, I think it's actually like modding out the parts of the game that you no longer enjoy is great. Like I'm just giving you guys crap. I just like playing. I enjoy the early part of the games where I'm like struggling with everything still, but I'm not I don't want it to be more painful. Like, I like how it is. And I know, because I know there are mods that like stretch that segment out. Like Horizon, I think, is one of them that is designed to like make it a lot slower to get out of that feel of being super, like, make it take a lot longer to get to that point where you're Superman. Which I could see the appeal to that, other than it's just a lot of tedious extra tasks as opposed to just slowing down the progression. Like, I've actually wanted to play... I know there's a mod out there that does it already, but I've actually really wanted a mod that makes Power Armor like it was in the older games, where it became like this really hard to get thing that you would only be able to get toward the end of the game, and that it was desirable to use. Whereas in Fallout 4, it's like, yeah, you can do a build with it, but then you lose all your legendary stuff, and you, I don't know, it just feels more like a novelty in this game than a amazing thing that you finally got access to. Like, I'm sick of the old version at the moment. Not that I need it at the moment. I've been really busy working on my SS2 load screen mod. Oh, are you doing a load screen mod of... What are you doing for that? That's an awesome idea. That's been like one of those things on our wish list for SS2 for ages, of being like, man, we should make load screens to help remind people of all the different mechanics. And it's just never happened. That's a good idea. Eric Marsh, you normally watch other people's playthroughs of SS2? I do. I love watching playthroughs of it. I haven't watched one in a while. Uh-oh. Got him. It depends on the pace of it. Like, I've tried to watch some people's where they're, you know, doing a full playthrough of the game, and it's kind of like I'm doing, very slow, and actually I'm not going that slow because I'm speedrunning just the quests, but I mean a lot of times when I start watching some of those streams, the folks will be going into, like, you know, doing other mods too, Horizon and stuff, and then those playthroughs I tend to fall off on. But folks who are just like going right through the mods, yeah, I tend to like put that on the calendar every week to watch. Like the last one I watched was Many a True Nerd's playthrough, because he made it a direct series where he was just focusing on SS2 stuff, and the guy's very entertaining. I've actually watched some of his other stuff. So if you know of any playthroughs of people who are, you know, focused on SS2, I'd love to watch them. Not that I have any problems with people doing other mods or anything. I just, part of the joy of watching it is just getting to see authentic reaction to our stuff, because it's really hard to get that. Like a lot of game studios, what they do now is do like mirrored glass playtesting. Like they put people who've not seen their stuff in a room and watch them play, so they can see, you know, where they get stuck and where they're having fun and things they like and don't like, because it's really hard to get that feedback after the fact. Like, people just don't have a clear enough memory of it all, and they will, and their experience, like what they tell you, will be tainted by their entire playthrough, not the moment to moment. So getting to see people play it in real time is super, super valuable to help with design. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know how that didn't damage me, but I accept it. Hunter's submachine gun. That is useless. Sorry, I fell behind the chat there. You see, mainly it's just headcanon stuff. The actual mod is going to be lockboxes and locations where my characters would spawn in. It's ironic. I was hesitant of Chapter 3 at first. I'm not a war game fan typically, but now it's all I want to play. I want to start at war with the gunners now. Oh, that's fun. The war mechanics need an overhaul. Like, I like the general concept of it, but it's a little bit too micromanagey right now for my taste. Like, it needs some more potential for automation, and there's some bugs with it. So it's it will be getting some dramatic improvement at some point in the future here. I'm slowly starting to like make time in my schedule to work on big stuff in SS2 because it's been too long. It's just like this is my warm blanket working on this. I've gone too long without getting like to work on, like I work on it all the time, like with you guys on Wednesdays. I get to work on it a little bit, but like getting to like deeply dive into code, it has been a minute. Thankfully, CBR Gamer has been carrying the torch on deep system fixes lately. Oh my god, that was like a gang beatdown there. Just everybody standing around kicking my dog. Cue John Wick. What was that? Oh, that's the worst. Nice. Everybody dead now? Nope. Wait, what is this? More robots. Oh. Yeesh. Wait, is there more people over there? Just walked into a war zone. There's another Rust Devil. Now, are we calm? Holy cow. Alright, let's drop a quick save. Check out Thomas Explorers. He's been doing a 3 to 4 hour day for 2.5 weeks. Oh wow, cool. Oh, found a legendary. Transferring the wiki into loading screens, just stuff that makes sense, is really hard to test loading screens. That's awesome, man. That's going to be a great mod. Just noticed the WRK update. Anything juicy? Oh, hold on. Let me check. Let me see if Choo Choo gave me notes on it or not. Let's see here. No, it was just a super minor update. It was just moving around some stuff that got put in the wrong category. So nothing juicy yet. Though I've been told that is not off the table. He's just been excuse me. He has been busy. Choo Choo manages the Wasteland Reconstruction Kit. And he's been very busy with a lot of projects. Morning, Tay. How are you? degradation mod. Tell me more. Is that going to be like the Fallout 3 system where you have to repair your weapons? So I know somebody else has one out like that, but I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how good it is. It's been out for a long time, but
That's it.
will WRK ever have assets like SOE and USO? I don't know what that means. I have used both of those, but I don't know like what in specific you mean. I will say that the workshop, my experience is that the workshop item mods tend to be much cleaner than workshop or than Wasteland Reconstruction Kit. Wasteland Reconstruction Kit's intention was just get as many items as possible available to settlement designers. And so we didn't take the time to like build out new snap points for everything and make sure that all the little icons are perfect. Like it was really meant to be more of like a quick and dirty, like how much stuff can we get in city builders hands as fast as we can. And so I know it's going to be a little bit rougher than some of those dedicated ones. But Choo Choo's been partnering up with various mod authors to get permission to add more stuff to WRK. And he's pulled off a few things in there. There's now some categories in it that are, I believe that's how he has it set up. That's what we used to have it set up for SS1. The equivalent mod for it is set up with categories for those mod authors. I don't know if that's what he did as well. But ultimately the goal is to keep it as small as possible as far as new meshes, because we want it to expand the city plan potential for all players, including Xbox, which means, and they don't have room for more assets, so we've been kind of, hands have been a little bit tied. One of the ways we found as a workaround is we can put stuff in SS2 Extended that becomes PC only. And for that, we try to do non-structural stuff, so that way, if a city plan ends up with those things, then people can still use them on Xbox potentially, or people without the room or download bandwidth for Extended can still use it, and they'll just miss out on some decorative items. There's a terminal. Mentats for memory. Oh, just take the tape. Okay. Oh, we got another friend down here. Oh, Bethesda. Z fighting. Z fighting drives me nuts. If you guys ever find any of it in SS2, I will go fix it myself. I hate Z fighting so much. Oh yeah, we can definitely discuss merging it in if that's something you're up for, because that's been it's on my wish list to have in base SS2. There's, especially if we can get it all like conditioned to the appropriate time, right? To like after the player has access to the things, and make it so that it becomes like secondary tutorials for folks. I think that'd be a really cool idea. Nightbot's on a mission to take out Alzheimer's all on its own. I gotta check with Eleonora and see if that's her Nightbot. Doom-esque dungeon featuring King Gath slaughtering Z demons. I'm just picturing like demonic Sesame Street talking letters. Oh, you know, we're about to ding. After turning this quest, I'll probably hit 48. And I actually think I have a couple of perk points, so maybe we can get that charisma up after all. Sorry, red dress. You may no longer be needed. Oh wow, how did you get in here?
You did. You found the cure for Archie. I knew you could do it. It works, right? It'll fix him without any side effects.
How did you know that?
As much as I'd like to pretend to be the world's first and only psychic sentry bot, it's actually simpler than that.
Wear it for nostalgia. Oh yeah, we're not getting rid of it.
How I can tell when people are excited.
It's canon in this playthrough now.
Lying, or, you know, frisky. Yeah, more than you needed to know. Anyway, Archie's cure. You think it'll work? It won't cause him any more problems, will it?
I'm afraid it's bad news.
What do you mean?
I got you, Phil. I got you.
Oh no. Wait, there's old data on this holotape. Some tracks that weren't overwritten. Earlier attempts at their recipe. It's fragments, but there's enough to piece something together. If one knew anything about chemistry, which I don't.
What do we need to do to fix this?
If there are extensive ingredients to work with, we might be able to get there through trial and error. Working knowledge of chemistry could help cut down the amount of ingredients. But I'm speculating.
Don't give up hope. If there's a cure, we'll find it.
Okay, I'll get you the list of what they used in earlier tests, with Commonwealth substitutes for pre-war ingredients. If you can find the right combination for a cure, a safe one, I'll know how to make it for Archie. Good luck.
Find vanilla mentats out of chemistry workbench. Alright, let's see what the requirements are here. Alright, we need brain fungus, day tripper, and silt bean. Alright, silt bean I think is like right over here. Isn't there usually some? Like just on the side of the road by a red rocket? Coach one, that's one of the ones I always find pretty early in the game. Oh, not thistle. A lot of thistle. Did we already raid this? We did. Okay. Oh yeah, it's on the sanctuary path from 111. Okay. Was that the same voice actor as Alice? I don't think so, but maybe. If you check the, if you go to wiki.simsettlements2.com, we have credits listed on the bottom left. And it'll list everybody. There it is. Silbean. Oh, might as well grab a couple. I don't remember how many it required. Yeah, I'm not sure who does. Usually the person who did most of our robots was she went by Squish Face online, but I can't remember her real name. And then we've of course applied heavy modulation to it. Oh, you need some more crab in your life, Phil? No, the abandoned veggie stand on the road near Vault 81 Overland Station. I think Day Tripper can be found in the back. Oh, cool. That's an easy one to get. And then, what was the last thing I need? Day Tripper, Silt Bean, and... Let's go back to this. Hopefully this chem bench is over here still, so I can double check. I can't remember what the third one was. Brain fungus. Oh, and that I can just get over in the tunnel by Red Rocket, right? The robot's name is Treadwell. Oh, you guys aren't hearing the crabs? Oh no! Hold on a second. Let me figure this out. Why aren't the crabs playing? That is unacceptable. Alright, hold on. We're gonna go. I gotta switch myself to editor mode. Or studio mode, I mean. Right, let's try this. We're gonna turn on desktop audio. Oh, no, I need legato too. Alright, do you guys hear things in stereo right now? From the game? Hold on a second. I gotta try something. I want to make sure that you guys don't hear this in stereo. Try and turn off. Okay, there. I just tried turning something off. Alright, it's still in stereo now. Did that fix the doubling? Alright, fire. Let's see if it fixed the doubling now. Sounds good now? Okay, then let's try this. Does this sound good?
Maximum crabs!
That's true. That's the only one I want to blow ammo on, though. Alright, here, hold on. Let me try something. Wait. This is probably a weird one, too. I mean, every gun's got a lot of reverb, right? So, it's gonna be tough to tell. Man, I've been hitting crabs several times tonight. You guys are missing out. That's a shame. Probably for the last couple of streams, too. Because I've had my sound set up the same way. Alright, one brain fungus. I assume there's more inside of here. Hopefully we don't get the old tunneling enemy crash here. Some more brain focus. There we go. Alright, we only need 2. And then we need Day Tripper. And you guys said that's over by the veggie stand. Or alternatively, we could probably buy it from what's his name in Diamond City, right? Oh man, I just got a out of memory warning and from Chrome, which is running my YouTube chat right now. Probably hitting the wildest remix is nobody reacting to it because we didn't hear it. Yeah, you guys probably haven't heard me doing this then.
Oh yeah!
Every time the Ron gives us a soft, oh yeah, I've been trying to pump it up. So I guess I owe you guys a few of these.
Maximum crabs!
Okay, let's see if we can find this little veggie stand over here. There it is. That's pre-war money too. Alright, let's go craft some vanilla mentats. Oh, there was a magazine back there? Whoops. And that's funny. So I know why I had muted the alerts. So on Fridays, our team does a playthrough, and usually I drive it. And we had one day where during the playthrough, I was recording it so that we would have a recording to show one of our audio engineers so he could compare the volume for some of the characters to make sure that they were the same. And while doing that, somebody subscribed to me on YouTube, and then the Ron's little pop-up thing happened in the middle of a meeting while we were trying to record it. And I was like, whoops, and then I muted it, and I just totally forgot to turn it back on again. There we go. But yeah, the subscribers kicking on when I'm not streaming is really funny to me, and I often enjoy that it happens because my wife has to come through my office to get to her closet, and if somebody happens to subscribe during that, it freaks her out because I have a speaker bar on my computer. So then all of a sudden she'll just hear, wait, what is the sound for that? Not gonna remember which one. I think it's the I find that deeply amusing.
Good luck finding a cure for Archie.
Check it out.
You did it, didn't you? You found a cure? A real cure? I can't begin to tell you what this means.
What are you talking about, my dear?
Archie, I have some medicine I want you to take.
Oh, Treadwell, not this again.
This is like Radaway, but for your mind. It doesn't make you more than you are. It helps you be the best you were.
You know how much I hate needles.
No needles. You chew it. It tastes like vanilla, whatever that is.
That sounds delightful. All right, I'll try it, if you insist.
Good. That's good.
Okay. Oh, now we can send him anywhere. Okay, so because he wasn't a real settler before, that's why. So it shouldn't have even let me hit move on him, but there's some wonkiness with that. Like I've tried many times to prevent people from sending Jake around during the first quest, and some people still can. So I'm guessing he's suffering from the same thing. Nice. All voiced by Will Hanford. Treadwell voiced by Shauna Mack. Corned Beef Hashtag writes some of the best side characters in this. I think he wanted me to not talk about it back in the day, but he's been gone long enough that he probably doesn't care anymore. He actually worked for ZeniMax Online Studios, writing stuff for ESO. Hello, plus 50 damage resistance, yes please. Wait, what did this end it? Attacks with non-automatic weapons do double damage nor 30% of armor, and they have a slightly greater chance of crippling limbs. Sweet. Okay, those are the ones we can upgrade. Alright, let's grab one more point. Well, I guess we don't need the point in Charisma. I thought I was going to need it to get more settlers, but it turned out I was just wrong about Archie. So, alright then, Red Dress lives on. Alexander, different topic. Do you know if there's any actual indication about those making animation tools for Starfield? All I've seen online are community hopes and wishes, but never anything official. I mean, I believe they are coming. I have had enough conversations with folks that I believe that it's going to happen. So I've had no particular indication. I just there's no real benefit for them not giving them to us. And like, I assume that the blocker is that they probably use third-party tools, and they have to either solve a license or they have to come up with another tool. Like, from what I understand, for lip sync, what they ended up doing is just giving us the Fallout 4 lip sync. And so presumably they could do something similar for the animations of like, just give us the tools that they already have the ability, they're already free to license. But we'll see. So, but that's one of my holdouts for before we do anything more in Starfield's own animation tools. What do I want then? Let's see here. I guess it'll pop up. Why not? Okay, let's head back to Starlight. That quest was shockingly long. It had us going all over the place. I had to clear several pretty brutal dungeons. Amazing follower tweaks or better companion all in one. How is AFT for Fallout? I remember using it at one point when it first came out, and I was blown away by how many features it had. But it seemed to be it came up a lot in bug reports of people having trouble with it. So I'm curious, how is it these days? Because it's been out for a long time, many years.
Something about this place really gives me hope.
Visiting surveyor. Oh well, thanks for cleaning up, visitor. This is ominous. These crazy clouds and the green stuff. What is this? Cathedral of Adam. Okay, checks out. Perception training. Alright, let's check what are our needs here? How are we looking? Everything looks good. Okay. Looks like we're short on homes now. Alright, let's build some more houses then. Defense is way better than I expected. Alright, we'll take it. Oh, you know what I can use? Since I have all these add-on packs, I can actually... Look at this! What is this? Easy plot spawner. I've never seen these before. So I guess they're like beds that count as plots for the sake of residential plot counts. That's funny. Who added those? Does anybody know what add-on pack those are in? I feel like putting these little tiny houses in there on their own in the corner by the edge seems like a bad idea. I should probably weave these in closer to the rest of the group for safety. Oh, over here I can put the 2x2 easily. Wait a second, do I have a 3x3? Oh man, where can we stick this? Right over here maybe? I can let it stick way out of the settlement. And we'll still be able to see it even if it... Oh, there's that fence over there. Yeah, maybe we can stick it in the gap here? No, it's way too big for that. Holy cow, this is so... The 3x3s are so hard to put down. This is why we don't have a 4x4. Because 3x3s are difficult enough. Okay, this is not the home for a 3x3. Recommend Liga if you want multiple companions. What does that stand for? Happiness on the rise. Okay, now we're getting short on defense. Okay, I thought we would be short on defense. This is a lot of stuff here to have to support. Okay, so we're gonna need another martial plot soon. Or do we have advanced defenses yet? Let me check. Can maybe upgrade one of these. AFT Plus recently updated its patches for SS2 built-in and increased squad size. Oh, sweet. Is AFT Plus handled by somebody else now? I don't remember the name of the original mod author, but he was the original mod author of AFT was the same one who did it for Skyrim. Is somebody else handling it, or is he still handling it? Oh, we do have advanced defenses. All right, let's go. Dooster, yeah. Okay. Robot Parade, Mac, Heavy Tower, CPD Station. Yeah, we could do a CPD Station over here. Stands for nothing. It's just League of My Companions. I'm sorry, I thought it was an acronym because for Fallout 4 everything usually is. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I figured if it was called AFT Plus, that meant that somebody else had inherited it. And
You let me know if you need
After that incident with the Radroach meat,
pay and build.
Pretty clear out here tonight. The weather holds up.
Alright, 353 power. Making some progress. Alright, so once this builds, this should fulfill our needs, because I think we have... I hope that's just Treadwell over there. We're not about to be attacked. It's got to be terrifying for the settlers. That's quite the quote out of context, Antibody Baby. Mac and Deacon were put in timeout that day, kept running around after them, shouting for them to put their pants back on. I have no idea what the rest of that conversation is, but... Kind of said how many authors left the scene over the years. Do you think Recreations wasn't just earlier, would have kept more or drove more away? I think it's just natural. Like,
if you ain't been up to see Great Garden, you should go.
You know, a lot of folks get super passionate about their hobby, pour their souls into it, and then it's just like, all right, there's nothing else I want to do. Especially with like how many more games come out all the time, and people's lives move on. Like it's yeah, it's not. I don't think it would have changed any of those numbers by much.
Disemboweled with right claw. Screamed for 5.02 seconds.
That's pretty heavy, Omar. All right, let's see here. What is our power situation now, as far as the grand scheme of all of our settlements? Let's check our terminal over here. Wait a second.
Hi, how are you?
I'm looking for my... That's right, this isn't the city plan, so... Did I put it in this thing, or did I just not build one? Did I forget to build a city planner chart? Where did I put the city manager's desk? I guess maybe I didn't build one because not necessary when I'm building by hand. Yeah, I guess I just never built one. Alright, well, let's find somewhere to put one. Can we sneak one in up here? Oh, I guess it's going to be kind of awkward to use one in here, even though this is a cool spot. Actually, hold on. Let's take the... Nope, take you. Nope. Ah, went too fast. All right, hold on. Grab this, scooch it a little, no, a little bit. There we go. Oh, but these can't be scrapped. Okay, won't go up here then. We're gonna have to put it outside. Alright, we'll give ourselves a little lean-to or something. Let's see, we need some wood. Alright, well, we're going to have to use some place everywhere magic for this. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Oh, nope, 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 nope. A little too high. All right. Mackie decided birthday suits were their choice. My mother was watching me play. Very nice, very nice. Check caps. Oh yeah, I gotta rob all my settlements. All right, let's see here. Network produced, network needed. Okay, so we're short on food across the whole network. Good to know, and that's probably because of HQ. I guess we'll check everything real quick while we're here. Network needed. We have surplus of water. Okay, that's good. Power. Network surplus. We're getting a surplus of power. Great. Okay. That's probably because I don't have most of my settlements wired up. This is like the first one that I fully wired. And everybody else is having to stay in the dark ages because we need to funnel all that energy to HQ. But we do need to get our farming situation sorted. Let's see if we have... What's this? On basic farm. Let's see if we have advanced agricultural. Use building plans. No, we still only have basics. Okay. Okay, well, we're making some progress. We just need to get a few of these power plants upgraded, maybe get one more, and then have if all of those upgraded to level 2, that should probably be enough. Get HQ moving forward, since we were very stingy with power distribution for all of our people. All right, cool. Well, I have, as usual, a little nighttime work to do. So, thank you guys for joining me. That'll be it for tonight, and I will see you guys back on Sunday night. Oh, and one more, because I owe you a few from last streams.
Maximum crash!